Hi there, it's Sharon Hess. So why do we get confused in business? We have this wonderful plan and we're chugging along and, we know that if we do this, we're going to get that. And, we're clear on what it is we want to create and we're clear on these steps that we have to get there. And then all of a sudden we're confused. It's like you almost get paralyzed, right? And you're like, okay, I thought I knew what I was going to do next, and maybe I don't really know what I'm going to do next, or what I thought was going to happen when I did this didn't turn out that way. And you just start playing in your head, right? And you start all this trash talk inside of your head. Well, the reason that happens is you have to remember that there are actually two parts of yourself that you're operating with. There's the part of yourself, I'm going to call it your connected self. And that's the part of you that remembers you're connected to the universe, that you're connected to everything that is. Because whatever created the universe, created everything that is, also created you. And there's a part of you that remembers that connection. And that's inside of you. Okay, your connected self, that's a part of who you are. And then there's your separate self. Now, your separate self is how you identify with yourself here in this world, here in your 3D reality, whatever you want to call it. It's the part of you that is still connected a little bit to the, universe, but it's the part of you that is very unique, that is very individual, and it's how you define yourself. Now, what happens when we're creating, and in business we are creating, right? Our business is an extension of us. And so what happens is we put together plans and things, and when we're crystal clear and everything feels just, and like you're in the flow, that's because you're doing it from your connected self, but you're also honoring your separate self. Don't get too confused here, okay? Now, there's a saying about the music is found in the space between the notes. So it's almost the same thing when you're operating in your business, is there's a space between your two selves. And in that space, you're honoring both. Because here's what happens if you don't, okay? If you're totally operating from just that separate person, that separate self, that's where confusion comes in. Because you're trying to be totally doing it from what you need and only what you need. And when you do that, then you're not taking into consideration your customers, your clients, whoever it is that is helping you create your business, right? If you're operating 100% from that connected self, it can work, but you have to at the same time honor your uniqueness. Now, a lot of people teach you one or the other, okay? But it's that space in the middle. And when you can find and settle into that space in the middle, then you're not going to be confused, because you know where to go if you find yourself confused. And it's so important that when you do that, when you find yourself confused, if you're totally on one side, and I think it's also a lot of times if we're totally on the other side, if we're totally just operating in that connected space, and we leave something that this unique personality, individual person doesn't want to leave behind, then it's going to make sure and screw it up, okay? So if you're in that space in the middle, though, you're honoring all of you. All of you. And when you do that, you don't get confused. And if you do get confused, then you know you've slipped away one side or the other, and all you have to do is go back into that space. So I call it your miracle mind. And the reason I call it your miracle mind is because it is the place that you create miracles. Because in that space, you are 100% honoring your universal self, and you are operating within universal laws. But you're also honoring the fact that you are the person that you are for a reason. And it all works together in beautiful harmony if we allow it to. So I hope that helped. I hope I didn't confuse you, because this was actually to try and help you not be confused and understand, if you are confused, that you're leaving a part of you behind. And, you know, everything that makes up you is wonderful. So you want to bring it all along for the ride. Okay, now if you have any questions, just email me, Sharon@SharonHess.com, or you can put a comment below the video wherever it's playing, or you can email support@miraclemindmastery.com, or you can give me a phone call, whatever works for you. Now I want you to just go out and have a fabulous life, just because you can.